I don't know if you're ready for this, but you're about to be.
Okay.
That's what I like. It's imagine facing these Indian spinners on this day 18, dusty Chennai track. Ian Higgins here, Sam Perry over there. Fuck it, India are having the best time.
Yeah.
They're having the fucking time of their life playing sport. LBW's hitting pads, balls ragging past, people laughing at the LBW pills. It's exciting stuff. Are you enjoying it?
If somebody offered like a corporate retreat to
Why are you
Chennai,
monetizing it?
well, no. If someone said, "Hey, listen, as a bit of a professional development exercise, like forget climbing Everest and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just head out to bat.
Yeah.
46 Indian guys under the lid. Some of the balls sliding off the surface. Some of them digging in. Axar Patel.
Which one spins? I don't know.
Yeah. I think that'd be a really good test of character, and I'd like to hear all the words and the sounds around me.
That's good. That's exciting. Yeah, a corporate day. We're going to do some team bonding today, guys. It's day 3, Chennai, 3rd session. Jack Leach has just hit one to leg gully. Let's unite.
Hey,
let's unite.
Everything is evolving. The way Rishabh Pant laughed at Rory Burns' dismissal, I don't know, that got me, because we're talking about laughing a lot in cricket. Like, it's usually in relation to a collapse or something like that.
Yeah.
When the laughing starts, that's when you know you're really in trouble.
Yeah.
But the kind of inevitability of it, it was just, he started clapping with his head down, laughing before Kohli took the catch. Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty funny.
It's the biggest humiliation that you can get in cricket when you are dismissed and the other team starts laughing. But now they're doing it when it's just LBW.
Yeah.
Like, well, this is it. That's it.
Yep.
Pez, to wrap up day 3, India set England a number that's way too big to win. Ashwin got 106. Kohli hit some runs as well. Leach and Moeen 4 for England finished day 3 for 53. Let me give it to you in grade terms, Pez.
Please.
I've got 2.
Oh.
First off, well, this will be my last season.
Yeah.
I've had enough.
Yeah.
And the second one is, stop, he's already dead. This game is done. It was done after Rohit Sharma hit 100 in the first session, just about. Hey, there was lots of conversation, Pez, as you recall, about the wicket, the state of the wicket. And I saw Shane Warne, the king, took to Twitter tonight.
I remember him.
He took to Twitter. And he said, India now have now made 523 runs on this so-called bad pitch, and they still have 2 wickets in hands. Thoughts? Now, first of all, he's still on my trademark thoughts.
Yeah.
But he's also just put that out there, just like, I'm right. And I'm looking at that, I'm like, go off, King. Just go off, King.
Warne, all rules go away when it comes to Warne
Completely.
speaking about spin.
That's
as
right.
far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And Thoughts does a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah. He's posed a question, but it's not really a question, is it? It's just like, I was right.
Yeah.
He
doesn't want your thoughts.
He's subtweeting Michael Vaughan there. Hey, now, if you're enjoying these videos we're doing for the India-England daily series here on YouTube, do feel free to subscribe, give it a like, and drop a comment below if you're enjoying that. Now, Pez.
And the people asked us to get these videos up after the day's play, and we're delivering, okay? We're delivering.
Pez, many things to talk about today, although not really. Now, I want to ask you, Pez, what would it take for Ravi Ashwin? Sorry, I should just say Ashwin, some confusing familial dynamics there. What would it take for Ashwin to not win man of the match in this game?
Oh, my dear Lord. Well, it would take Joe Root to bat for 2 days.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and to win the game.
Even then, I still fancy Ashwin's going to take 5 or 10 for the match.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking, and I don't know if we're introducing this to our Indian brethren for the first time, but the concept of the century circuit chop. The triple C.
I don't know why they got me.
But, you know.
Well, explain what it is.
Well, the century circuit chop is, and it's done in a sequential basis.
Has to be sequential.
It's an old thing from grade cricket where basically, if you hit 100, that's your century.
Yeah.
You go out in the circuit, go and party.
Yeah.
Then you complete that with sexual intercourse. The century circuit chop, the triple C. Now,
Has
we've
to
never
be
really
done.
talked, and it has to be done in that order.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the same 24-hour window.
Now, we haven't really talked about it in terms of the century tenfer circuit chop. And I know people, we know Ashwin has a partner, is it Prithi and stuff like that. So that's all well and good. But we actually, it doesn't matter if you're married or not. It's still on board. But yeah, I mean, he's really on. He's really on for that because he's already a century in Fifer.
Mate, has this guy Has anyone in the world had a better 4 months than Ashwin?
Mate,
he's humiliating Australia single-handedly, even when he was not playing. He famously did not play at the Gabba. His wife's getting online, throwing barbs out to Tim Payne, ending the cricket and the Anglosphere century for at least 100 years, although it has been hypothesised of maybe 300 years, depending on the levels of humiliation they're willing to inflict.
After today.
It's a scientific experiment that we're going through. He's hitting hundreds. His 5th Test 100 today. He's getting bags. He's also taking wickets.
He'll certainly be getting bags. He's reintroducing the man cat slowly,
mate.
Or as we should be calling it, the run out.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let me put it to you, Higgins. Obviously,
put it to me.
Today we watched Kohli and Ravichandran Ashwin at the crease, the axis of 21st century power.
That's right.
Yeah. Political, economic, socially. He's arguably the best cricketer on the planet at the moment, Ravichandran Ashwin. He has a consistent propensity to impact games against all oppositions in all conditions through all disciplines, batting, bowling, across the world. He's learned to do it in Australia now, progressively. He obviously does it in India really well. There's certain players we're noticing that are rendered useless by these conditions, like a Ben Stokes, for example, who spent the day doing handstands.
Yeah.
Ravichandran Ashwin, at the moment, he finds he can get himself involved in the game at any point, in any conditions, even if it's bowling defensively. And now he was just on the attack today, so he'd really have to be up there. And I think I'd say the only thing that stops him being in that conversation are kind of philosophical, sort of aversions to the place of spin bowling in the world.
Sure.
He's taking poles and scoring tons.
Would he make your top 5 handstanders?
Exactly.
Now, as you know, I'm more of a Chris Wokes guy.
Yes.
So he's sort of my... Now, Jason Holder, during the England-West Indies series in the last UK summer, he was number 1. He overtook Ben Stokes as number 1 all-rounder. Ben Stokes didn't play that series because his father had passed away, right? And he was in New Zealand. I think that's right. And so the conversation there seems to be the big 3. Let's put a big 3 around that. Holder, Stokes, Ashwin. Ashwin's just comes rocketing into this conversation because I think Stokes has been a separate conversation in terms of best all-round cricketer, basically since Callis, I think. But the way Ashwin, his last 2 series, and he's only halfway through this series, but he's going to go past 400 wickets as well, possibly in this game, and he needs 9 wickets.
He's at that stage of his career. He's going to break a record every time he bowls.
Exactly.
Every spell.
every ball, something's going to happen. I'm trying to write shit down on my notes. Anyway, he's a good bowler, eh?
Yeah, really good bowler. Third time
he scored a 5 and 100 in the match. Only Botham has got more with 5.
Is that right? Some good names there.
So he went past Callis and Sobers, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Righto. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, so we've settled that as the first topic. Ashwin, good bowler and player.
Now, Pez, as we get into this game, the game's obviously gone, which is, again, separate conversation to the game being gone. But there's only one result that can happen. Now, what is a good result for England in this game from here?
A couple of 20s. So, Burns got 25.
Job done.
As he walked off, you see the chest puffed out a little bit. Job done there, boys. England have been on death row in this game since lunch on day 1.
Yeah.
Stokes was doing handstands. So there's certainly this is one of the great things about cricket in India. You seem to get caught in the current. There's a current of the game. And then occasionally there'll be a rip, and you hope that in getting in the rip, something really fast happens and you swim into a different channel and all of a sudden you're in the current. But England, they've just been on the same current. And I sort of feel like
that's not Sam Curran, is it?
No, it's not Sam Curran. He's a player. And you spell that differently to current.
Sorry.
That's okay. What's the best they can hope for? Yeah. Probably a fighting 50, some developmental runs for Dan Lawrence.
Developmental runs? Participation award runs?
It is participation award runs.
Now, we've played a fair amount of great cricket pairs, and and in Australia you play 2-day games, and then sometimes you have to bat at the end of day 1, and you're thinking, I've got a Friday night plan next week. And Darren Lawrence batting for those final few overs was just like, boys, I got a party to get to tonight, and I don't want to be here at the crease tomorrow. A couple of nights off played. Yeah. But I think that's actually a positive way to go about it. And I don't see any benefit in them trying to play from the crease. I think they've got to try and figure out a way to at least post some runs here. And I don't think they can do that by sort of defending singles to the offside. I don't think that every ball they should try and tee off, but I think they've got to try and show some sort of capabilities of actually playing
That's so
spin.
funny. Just the idea that someone's going to be coming in at 4 for 60, 60 for 4, and as they walk out to bat, one of the English coaching staff will be like, "Don't let him settle." Don't let him settle. Use your feet. Use your feet. And like you actually do
Upset
have to
their
do
length.
that. Yeah, it's very paradoxical. It's like, if you actually get them over the top a few times, I have to send a few fielders back. No, they won't.
No, they won't.
It's just going to be blokes under the lid until you die.
You're chasing 3. There's just the whole vibe of this match. Is
I love it.
It's death. Like it's just England.
It's hell.
Basically that it's World War I, and they're in the trenches at Gallipoli, and India blowing the whistle. And instead of like
Silverwood blowing the whistle,
and instead of Turkish people on the other side, it's actually just Ravi Ashwin with a vaporizer.
Yeah.
He's standing in the trench. And he's like, "Don't worry about it, guys." Joe Root's walking to the crease tonight. He's laughing with Siraj. He's like, "Yeah, this is pretty funny, eh? Oh, we're cooked here."
But did you notice that? Like I noticed in the first innings, it was Dan Lawrence as well. Like there's a certain sort of wry smile or laughing at different behaviours of the ball and
Little
stuff
wink
like
and a
that.
nod.
It was a little bit like, this is behaving a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm actually scared, but I'm just trying to laugh. We're all having a laugh, aren't we?
Yeah.
The opposition's like, "Don't laugh. I'm not your like you
Yeah,
laugh
I'm not
with
your
your
mate.
mates
Yeah.
when you're winning,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the other opposition tries to join in. He's like, "Fuck off, mate."
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not that far away from like blocking one at the feet. Mate, don't touch that.
Yeah.
That's ours.
Yeah.
That's our ball.
You just sort of feel like India don't have to do that. You can hear some of the sledging, and it's all like actually quite. Oh, well, I obviously don't understand the language that is in English.
Sure.
But it's all just like, "Oh, we'll get a top edge here, boys. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a nervous shot." Like, it was like, why can't the Australians do this?
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, they still managed to like elicit a certain energy and intimidation by doing it.
Yeah.
There's laughing and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's just like commenting on the game. Australia, someone has to say something about the social structures, or you know what I mean, or you're not liked by someone, or something revealing your own insecurity.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, Ashwin, hell of a player, but
Yeah,
what's
good
he
player.
like as a bloke? Hey, Ben Folkes kept well up to the stumps, I
Didn't
thought.
he? Well, now that's an upside.
Now, there's some sort of like yin and yang effect to this. We're just like now, what was it? Mark Butcher? Was that who said it was like a marble going into a hot?
Oh, no, it was a
someone
Talk
else?
Sport commentator.
Talk Sports
Yeah.
commentator, someone else. Okay, but it's like that. But the yin to the yang is also like, yeah, but he's leaving black mark on his pants because he's fucking black gloves. Yuck, yuck. Really, and that's a CK on the end of that. The
Yeah. Hey man, I'll support your like fetishes and the things that turn you off and stuff. Like, 'cause I think you can't. You've got to go with things in improvisation. Like the black gloves don't bother me either way. Oh, look, I'll raise an issue with Ben Folkes.
Black lives matter.
Well, they lasted 2 tests.
That's real close to the sun. Icarus.
Look, Ben Folkes, it probably immediately ascends to being the best wicketkeeper in the world. The neatest, cleanest, sharpest hands. Good-looking guy. I'm just sort of thinking, though, like, where was Ben Folkes in the 20th century? Like, that's when we needed that,
Yeah, sure.
A calm, assured, 42 not out in an otherwise disgrace of an innings.
He voted for
But it's
John
like-
Major.
Yeah, it's just like, we need, like, England needed that in the 90s. Now, your wicketkeeper needs to hit bombs deluxe.
Or at
they
least-
need to be symbols
Yeah.
and take remarkable catches. They need to be short, diminutive keepers who laugh and join in with the 3 format cricket. Like Ben Folkes is, Gordon Gecko called from the 80s. He wants his vibe back. Hey, good keeper though. I don't know. Trying to make something happen.
He's something. Hey, Pez,
He's doing his best, isn't he?
Let's get into hashtag AskTDC. Now, again, if you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe and drop a comment below. Hashtag AskTDC if you want us to answer your questions tomorrow. Pez, this one comes in for Nick Bavenzi. Hashtag AskTDC. Ice! Almost 2 years into my deep dive of cricket, being American, I'll root for Ali Khan, who's an American cricketer, as you know, Pez, in any situation, but otherwise had to find favourites, neutrals, etc., with a clean slate. Why can I not conceive a moment where I'll root for England to win a match? What is this? Is there some subconscious shit going on? Cheers. So he's an American guy.
Oh, yeah. Well, if he's an American guy, of course he's going to... England will be the last team. I mean, America saw them off in the 1700s.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Big time. Head out to the Smithsonian, see the fucking massive American flag that was sewn after the War of Independence. Holy shit. So that's why that's happening. I can't really recommend he goes... oh, God. Have I done it again?
No, you're just talking about a fucking
I'm in
flag.
the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
That's why you
Hey,
can't
Nick,
go for-
it's Smithsonian,
I don't
mate.
know. What am I going to say? Oh, go for England, mate. Yeah. Really intelligent side.
Mate, let him a third test,
No,
mate.
look at their rotation policy and what Ed Smith's doing is really remarkable.
All right, Pest, last one for today. S1C109, which I'm pretty sure is now...
It's a bot.
It's a
Russian bot.
It's actually a vaccine, I believe. Hashtag CGC. The SG ball, after a few overs, looked like a dog chewed it. Your thoughts on that? What are you going to do with that, mate?
Okay. You just stitched me up with that. What are my thoughts on a? Well,
Yeah.
that's what happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Someone would be able to reverse swing it, wouldn't they? Fuck, I don't know. Can you? I mean, you wrote this down. The ball looked like a dog chewed it. All right. Are we? Who's the dog?
Mate, a vaccine is communicating with us, and I thought that was important that we should share that with our viewers.
Okay.
All right, Pez. What do you reckon? The game finishes tomorrow, surely. Has to. 7 wickets. Yeah, the game finishes tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll have to finish tomorrow.
How much-
We're gonna be talking about how far India are ahead of the rest of the world when it comes to the sport of cricket, both away from home and then especially at home.
They seem to be good.
And if you were them with the amount of power they have, what sort of wicket would you throw up
Okay.
for the third test? You know, like, was it a mark of respect to England to put out a deck like this after England beat them in the first game? It's like, okay, well, all right, now let's see if you can really play the game.
Yeah.
And now that they've destroyed England and every fibre of them and rendered players like Stokes completely useless, what sort of games do you want to play with England now? Like a cat toying with the fucking...
Yeah.
What sort of deck?
Yeah.
Oh, Anderson Broad with the pink ball. I feel like India's going to find a way.
They're going to get involved in Brexit somehow. You can see that they're going to get it's
Okay.
political stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something going on.
Yeah. What's the bingo that we haven't had yet? Probably a Kohli double ton. That's
Yeah,
the
there
next
we
thing.
go. Yeah. He'll break his cold streak. Yeah, there we go.
His cold streak, he's hit 70 and 60. He's out of form,
I
isn't he?
thought I got lucky.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see you guys tomorrow, day 4 of this test match. Drop a comment below for #ICDC. See you guys next time.